to right now. Okay, and as I said, we're going to start now the logo introduction to the channel, and then we'll get started with our program. So here goes. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, so what we're going to have today is an education on what NFTs are. Let me get the chat rooms going here because I'm always forgetting to do the chat room. And so I got the chat room open here. So if anybody wants to chat, you can make questions and participate and let your voice be heard. Okay, and let me do the same for YouTubers out there. Hey YouTube, how you doing everyone? And I do mean everyone. Hopefully with you guys helping out a little bit and spreading the good word, we'll have some more viewers on YouTube. For the YouTube channel is absolutely brand new, so we don't have our normal well, it depends the hour of the day. Actually, sometimes it is normally like this, but obviously it's a brand new channel, so there's not going to be much activity. Cryptocurrency, by the way, what we're doing at Crypto for Dummies on YouTube, we're going to talk about cryptocurrencies, but mostly we're talking about NFTs. After today's broadcast, you're going to understand why and why it's so important, NFTs. Now, everybody else in their cousin, they're doing Bitcoin, they're doing, whatever other coin there is out there, and that's fine, but I'm going to start focusing really on NFTs because that's something most of them are just mentioning, but they're not focusing on. But I'm going to focus on that. So if you want to follow this space, it's a very important space, and it's something that, like we're going to see here, there's misconceptions, especially, and you can't blame them because I just invented a new asset. So they didn't come up with this before. So now everything we're going to read here has great truth to it, except that I created a new thing. And so that's the big news here, okay? So we're going to get into it, and you're going to see, and I'm going to show you the difference that my creation is going to have, and the impact that it's going to have. You're going to see is very clear. So let's get into it. Here's the article. F-stoppers are a pyramid scheme. NFTs are a pyramid scheme, and people are already losing money. This is by Andy Day. I point out here also that it is in the opinion section, as you see it here, opinion section. So it is this guy's opinion. And again, it's a viewpoint, and we're going to consider what he's saying, his point of view in this broadcast. So basically, let's look at this. Photographers, filmmakers, and digital artists are falling over themselves to mint NFTs. Minting is like publishing. You create an NFT and then you have it published. On the Ethereum blockchain, it's called minting because it's like you're minting coins, right? These are non-fungible coins. We call them tokens. If you see my last broadcast, you see that I give you that detail. And so they're saying that they're falling over themselves to mint NFTs in a get-rich-quick scheme. See? And, you guys keep making these negative points of view, judgments really, on, why are you just condemning people who want to take their art and put it on the market, put it out there in the market? It's a new distribution point. It's a new way to sell art. Why wouldn't they do that? Why are you, making a broad statement that all of these, and he's talking about professionals here. He's not talking about just anybody. It would have been different if he said that there's a whole lot of nobodies or people just getting any type of thing and trying to get rich quick. That would be okay, all right. But to call out photographers, professional people, filmmakers, digital artists, and accusing them that they're trying to get rich quick, this is really appalling. I found it offensive. I'm neither one of those things. If anything, I'm an amateur in any one of these areas. I do plan to release a film, but that would be my first too, right? So, but these people are professionals. How are you going to call them falling over themselves to get rich quick? Come on, give me a break. This is a new way of selling artwork, a new way of promoting their artistry. They don't know how much they're going to make. So, don't call it a get rich quick. Get rich quick is that you know how much you're going to make. These people don't know how much they're going to make. These things are auctioned. We see how much it is. It's like putting something on Flipper. It's not a get rich quick scheme. It's put it up there, see how much you can sell it for, just like any artwork in any gallery at Christie's or whatnot, except that Christie's got a $69 million sale, right? Okay, but we won't go there now. Okay, why are so many people buying into the idea that something is rare because everyone says it is? So, if you're not yet minted, you had a point there. If you're not yet minted, if you haven't yet minted your first NFT and you're wondering how it works, here's a quick summary. So basically, you create a wallet. Again, the same idea here occurs. The little error is the presumption or the exclusion of Ethereum as the only source of NFTs, which is wrong. But again, where is most of the NFT activity? It is on the Ethereum. Just like at one time, or it could be still true today, most of the other alt crypto coins and tokens are on the Ethereum network. That is also something that was true at one time. I don't know if it's still true, but many coins do use the Ethereum network, the blockchain, in order for their coins to exist. Again, Ethereum had brought into the space, the crypto space, an ability that Bitcoin really didn't excel at or wasn't really able to at its first versions, I guess, instances, was not able to handle other layers. And we explained this in the previous video. Ethereum came in and provided a platform within its own blockchain that helped or facilitated the creation of other tokens, other coins, using their network and their blockchain. And obviously other applications. That's where you had the digital applications were easily created, or somewhat easy created through the Ethereum platform. And a lot of people it opened up a whole big industry. So it's understood that Ethereum, in its age, in its time as being the first greatly accepted blockchain that accepted or facilitated the creation of non-fungible tokens, digital applications, and smart contracts. So they're well known. It's well known, well established. So that's the reason it's still being regarded as the NFT space, but it is not true that it is the only space around. There's other blockchains that have NFTs, that you can create NFTs on, that we create NFTs on. And the reason I don't do the Ethereum blockchain is because of the gas fees. Because simply it's expensive to create on Ethereum. It's expensive to transact on Ethereum. So there's two reasons that why should I bother if there's other blockchains I can do. Plus the fact that still with Ethereum, with all the smart chaining and whatever other smart chains out there, I'm still the first one to create a game way outside of Ethereum, an NFT that is a game in and of itself. So again, you don't need Ethereum. It just goes to show that Ethereum is not the only game in town in terms of blockchains able to handle efficiently the NFTs and games that are NFTs, like in my case, and my contribution to the space. So that is, something that people need to start understanding and appreciate. So you then pick one of your digital creations and pay around $70 to $100 to mint. You see that? That's the gas fee. It's a minting fee. Obviously, it goes towards the network, to the miners and everything else that they have established. But that's a whole lot of maloka there. And in that sense, I mean, a person who's not a professional, but thinks their picture can make them get rich quick, like he's saying, you would have to dig out of your pocket $70 to $100 just to take the chance. See, to sell a picture that doesn't do anything. It doesn't make sound. It's not a first album or a special piece of music or video. It is simply taking a risk. That is gambling. So what he's describing here is actually correct to say that this is gambling, especially when done by amateurs. Now, not by professional photographers. These guys spend incredible amounts of money to get a frame. You and I will go get an $8 frame at Walmart, not the photographers and professional artists. They go and get a $1,000 custom-made frame. You understand? So you got to understand that there's a difference between the professionals who are looking to distribute their artwork, to present their artwork, and to sell, because after all, you got to make a living doing what you love and expressing your art, your inner person. So why not? Why can't they? They should be able to do that, and to really call everybody looking to get rich quick. That's really terrible. It's really and unwarranted, actually. But again, it gets worse. It gets worse as we go along. And so you wait for the bids to come rolling in. You may even build up a drop to create some hype. A drop means that, in crypto, I don't know what they're doing for drops in terms of NFTs, but for crypto, it's giving away some crypto for free to people who come in, who sign up, who register, who share the link as social media, stuff like that, and say, okay, we're going to just drop off some crypto. Excuse me. So, okay, there's one more thing I have to do here, and that is, start this up. All right. So we're talking about NFTs, NFT as a pyramid scheme. We're reviewing an article on fstoppers.com. It's an opinion article, somebody's opinion, and we were just discussing the language that he used, the way he disparages professional artists who are just simply, looking at all possible venues or avenues of marketing their art, and I don't think the disparaging comments really warranted, not for the professionals. The amateurs, they're the ones trying to get rich quick, and so that we can say that. And now, also, then you realize that you have to pay $70 to $100 just to mint your little picture of whatever, of silliness, because you think you're going to get rich quick and make a lot of money. By the way, someone sold, just I think it was yesterday or today, someone sold their fart. Someone sold their fart. Okay, they recorded themselves farting, and they sold it as an NFT for $85. That's not too bad for farting, for flatulence. So flatulence sales. If you got a nice, unique, great acoustical fart, you should try and do something. Now, it may seem funny, but it could be artistic, in a way. There's been worse art in terms of using worse medium than gas, flatulence. But I think, hey, listen, $85? That's pretty good just for laying a fart. So again, was it a get rich quick? It's $85. It's, that's taking the family out to Bahama Breeze or something like that, and inviting the neighbors also. And that's just one evening out there, really, okay, get the dessert, All right. So continuing, one of the easiest places to get started is Rarible, which is bewildering, thanks to the crypto aesthetic made up of nightmarish visions of randomness and memes. Certain tropes emerge, right? So you have certain types of things. You see it there. You guys should come and look at this website and this article in particular. I'm not going to read it all. There's a lot of information and found background that he brings into this discussion. And so he starts talking about the fear of missing out, which is what FOMO means. He's saying that a lot of people are fearing missing out on the newest craze. The thing I like about his article is that he points out the facts. What are you guys crazy about here? What is there so special about a picture? Okay, or a fart? Let's talk about that. Why is that fart costing $80? Why is it worth $85? Can you imagine the person who brought that? What are they imagining? Either they have to have some proclivities to farts, or they're really actually totally hyped up. This fart has to be worth millions. I mean, have you ever in your life encountered a fart that you thought conceivably was worth millions of dollars? Has anyone? I can't recall ever a fart even making myself feel, even if I felt pleasure laying a fart, I could never equate that to a couple of $1 million. You know how much freaking work you got to do to make $1 million, and you throw it away on a fart? You want fart? I can fart for you. Just give me some milk, and I'm lactose intolerant. I know some folks that are even worse than I am. Their farts must be billionaire level. Damn. Okay, so I agree. If somebody's going to pay millions of dollars for a fart, you guys are crazy. It's actually mental health level right there. Okay, so whichever platform you choose, you won't be able to ignore the fact that a lot of people seem to be selling a lot of questionable digital art for ludicrous amounts of money. Well, what they're offering, they're buying it for ludicrous amounts of money. And so because people are buying, this is what he's saying. And I think someone down in the comments says something very enlightening also. because they said that the person who brought that $69 million Beeple photograph, that person was actually his partner, the artist's partner. And so there is a great validity in what this opinion article is stating, because now what is happening is if you have an artist's buddy buying the artist's work at such an incredible amount of money, and that's a great buddy to have, I'll tell you right now, and it's 69 million. You get it? 69. I'm not saying anything. It's just interesting. So it's curiously interesting. What you're doing is like keeping it in the family, but at the same time, it's creating this. Oh my goodness, $69 million for. Even I did an article. I did a video yesterday about NFTs selling for 69 million, and I said, and that's just a picture. My NFTs are a game in and of themselves. If they got $69 million for that, a picture, my games have to be, astronomically more higher than that. You better believe it. Okay, so they have a point. If that's the fact, then absolutely they are destroying their own industry and their space. And they're ruining it for professional photographers, filmmakers, and artists who are actually doing something. And then they make me look bad. Hello? Except that I can't look bad because I created something actually new, or something that actually does something and even makes money for the owner. My stuff is good. There's nothing like my NFTs. Nothing. Okay, so I'm going to get into those details later on. But right now, you're going to see what, you begin to realize what these guys are doing and contributing to a poisoning of a good space that really is an honest space that needs honest and significant development. Because the NFTs are more than just art. It's like one of those things that, people associate in the beginning. They never let it go from that. And there's so much more that can be done with it. So much more that can be done with it. But we'll talk about that as we go along. So they talk about some other things, incentivization. But here we go. Mass enchantment, too many. It's a means of overthrowing the existing regime. And he was talking about, overthrowing the typical art scene, how artists usually and traditionally have made their money and become well known and have sold their art pieces for, decent and high prices. At auctions, and here it's being made into a farce. And basically, or a fart in the case of that guy who sold the fart. So, there is validity in his statement. And so he talks a little bit, and then the FOMO, buy, sell, and discover rare digital item, reads the strapline on and OpenSea.io. If you're wondering how a digital item can be rare, you're asking the right question. So then he starts talking about what makes them rare. Basically, he says here that the digital rarity is a pretense. What makes it rare is simply that they just made that one non-fungible token. That's all. It says here, along with the mechanical reproduction, brought instability. And I'm not sure what Benjamin would have made of NFTs, but this disconnect between our love of authenticity and the virtual world's inability to provide an alternative isn't resolved by owning tokens that barely even exist. See? So he's speaking about the fact that the non-fungible token, in itself, is an ethereal thing. It's just made up, existing on a blockchain, also of etherealness, of a made-up, ad hoc network of computers simply agreeing to follow or verify, go follow certain procedures, and that's it. It's just all created out of thin air. And this is his point. I said, what is the real value in this token, or in any of the cryptocurrencies for that matter? It's again, and he's saying that NFTs are inheriting that same nothing value of cryptocurrency. Okay, and then mixed in with all this other FOMO, and also, as we discovered later on, he doesn't talk about it in the article, but a commenter brought out information that I have not verified, but simply is there, that the actual purchaser of that $69 million NFT was a buddy, a friend, or partner of the artist. And so really now that throws a very shady type of cloud or shadow over the thoughts of how much money actually the NFT should be garnering in reality. It says that society is becoming less physical and more virtual, and it's no coincidence that NFTs have taken hold at a time when our social interactions have never been less tangible. Basically, society is more and more accepting of virtual reality, right? So we are becoming a virtual society. The pandemic issue has forced us also to retreat and become more virtual in our interaction with the outside world. So that is actually true, and this also adds to the ambiance and to the FOMO then as a secondary effect or impact on our perception and our reaction and fears, right? Fears. And also looking for an alternative way to have income, to create or have some security for our income that is not based on the government. We got this idea to the governments no longer can provide a security for the fiat, which is regular cash money, and so now we have something in a virtual that's no one can take it from you, although they can hack it from you, and there's many different ways of them taking it from you. But anyway, we believe it. So this is basically what's happening here, what he's saying. The carrot dangled by the world of NFTs is incredibly alluring. I sure hope so. Let's all sell something virtually so that we can collectively pretend that it's now owned by someone else. Okay, so let me talk about this first with what my NFTs are. My NFTs are a complete game in the NFT itself. It is not a picture. It is not an audio. It's not a video. It is a game. And that gameplay, the only way you can play that game is with that NFT. See? So in my case, what I have created is truly a unique game in a NFT. So that NFT is actually unique. It's really not, it's a copy of something that other people have done or a game that others have done. and I just put it and wrapped it in an NFT. No, it is its own game. Now, you have heard, you say, what is this guy talking about? He's the creator of the first NFT game. Because what's happening is I'm using NFT game literally. What you guys may have heard of NFT games are games that use NFT assets, right? They're not really NFT games. Not really. They are games that use NFT assets, right? What I have created is the actual game. When you buy my NFT, you own a game, and that game only exists with you, the new owner. And also the innovation that we have is that you, just like owning a game, if you were the owner of Monopoly, people want to play Monopoly, right? So they will have to buy it. You will be the only person where people could buy the game to play, to access to the game. They don't have to buy your NFT. You will sell them access to the game, and that's done through other NFTs that you receive with our NFT, with the game NFT. So the game NFT has player NFTs that the owner of the NFT can sell and make money. So while now the guy who brought, and let's just make believe he's not a buddy of this the artist, but he brought this $69 million NFT. There's other NFTs they've sold for $900,000, a couple of million here and there, blah blah blah. So but just say that the guy wasn't a buddy of his. Is $69 million. What does he have? How much money is that NFT bringing to that new owner? And the question, he paid $69 million. And the answer to that is zero. It makes zero for the new owner. Zip. Nada. He just has the pride and joy of being the owner, the guy who spent $69 million for a picture. That's his claim to fame. Intelligence? I don't know. But that's the claim. That's the enjoyment. That's what he feels happy about. He feels good. It makes him feel good. So, again, my NFTs have the ability, the functionality of creating income for the owner. So as they're holding it for months, years, they are making income with that NFT. The NFT is a cash cow. It's creating income. They're getting every month. They're getting crypto, cash, whatever they decide, however they want. Is usually crypto because that's the easiest method. And they change it into cash, or they can get it as a USDC, or the other dollar equivalents in cryptocurrency. But the thing is this: they're making money. So while they're holding on to the NFT, they're enjoying the benefit of having that NFT. It's bringing them cash. Now you tell me, now that you know that picture got $69 million, it doesn't do nothing. It doesn't bring the owner any cash unless he sells it. He sells it to someone else, and maybe, hopefully, he gets his money back and then some. My NFTs are a game, and you make money in. So you're making money all the time you hold the NFT, and then if you decide to sell it, you make your money back, and then some, because you're not just selling a regular piece of art. You're actually selling a game that the new owner will be able to sell player spots to, make money, and they'll be able to also, whatever income was created, developed by the previous owner, by the previous owner, now comes to the new owner. So it's just like a business. Because when you buy a business, if the business is making $100,000 a year, that business can sell for $100,000. It could sell for $150,000. It could sell for $200,000, $300,000, just based on the fact that the new owner knows that they're making $100,000 back every year. So all he has to do is just keep the business going for the next 3, 4, 5 years. He starts making a profit, a return of his investment. But more so than that, the new owner will see if he can grow the business. So he knows for sure, I'm going to get my $100,000 a year, and I'm going to grow this business and make it $200,000. So the new owners will be looking at this cash cow and valuating it on how much it's producing and how much they feel that they can make it grow. This has growth potential. The first owner or the previous owner, really, it wasn't able to continue growing it, or they got tired or whatever. I can do a better job at it. I know what to do. I got some ideas. So it becomes more appealing and to accept an offer to buy at a higher price than what is coming in usually. So again, this is how businesses operate, how they sell. They hardly ever sell less than what they make. That's hardly ever seen. And there's really no point in selling your business. If it makes $100,000 and why are you going to sell it for $100,000? Don't make any sense. For that, you keep it and you make the $100,000 yourself. So it's always going to be a problem. You always get asked for 2-3 times more. It's pretty much the standard in terms of a business. Now this is an NFT. So it's not just a money making venture or business that has been developed with it, but it's also an NFT. Regardless, this is the marketplace. The environment of NFTs, the space, is conducive to people looking at it as a collectible, which in fact, if it's the only one of its kind in that particular game mode or game play, then that means something. The game NFT that we've created it's almost like having like the last or the only comic book of a certain title or a certain story that came out, a certain edition. That's basically what these NFT games are like, in terms that that is the only edition for that game. And so other people who play the game, they may play other games like it, but they haven't played that game, and they will want to play that game. And so there's a market, even with players that have played similar games that are like what we have here is a spy game. So they have, there's people that love spy stuff, spy games. And they're going to want to play your NFT, the one that we make for you. They want to play that game. And there's reasons for them to keep playing the other games, because it's like another season. It's like having another a comic book to read. It's like having a chance at developing, like in a video game, when you have another chapter to do, when you have some new downloaded content, DLCs. You have a new map. That's what it is. So each of these games that we're producing is a new map. And why we chose to have it within the same umbrella is to foster that I played these 2-3 games, I'm going to play this one now, is to foster an in a built-in community of players that would be trying out all the game, playing and excelling them and increasing their rank. And the other good news is that they create income as well. The players can make income from their access to the game. They create income for themselves as well. And again, since their access is an NFT itself, not the owner's NFT, but their own player NFT, they can sell their NFT access to the game. And why would someone buy their NFT access? Remember, because when they buy the developed NFT player access, they're going to get the income that was developed by the former owner, right? They're going to inherit the rankings and the credits and all the benefits that the previous player in that game accomplished. They essentially, people will be able to play and build up their NFT as a player and have something of value added to their NFT that a brand new NFT wouldn't offer a new owner. So again, and there's some folks that'll say, I love this game, I know how to build it out and develop it, so I'm going to get a new NFT, player NFT, and so they get it direct from the owner of the NFT and play that game and build it up themselves. They're not going to go and bid for a player already developed access NFT, but that market will exist. And that's just a bottom line. There's people who will want to purchase a developed access to the game and move forward and just build up income as they go along. So that's again a first. Another thing that I created and made possible through this NFT. No one's done this. I feel like Trump here. Believe me. No one's done this. This is a new thing. Okay, so listen, I've made great innovations here. I've made great innovations in the NFT space. So that's why I'm highlighting this so that people understand. When you're looking at right here, you're looking at history in the making, and that's what makes this NFT so special. My NFTs are special ones. They're unique. They're the first of their kind. We're creating a new class of NFT here. Nothing like these guys have. I don't know what came into this guy's mind. I don't know what that Beeple was doing with his buddy, but it made him put out 69 million. But listen, hey buddy, I got something better. Alrighty. All right. So getting back to the article, I mean, this is a fascinating article. It's a great read, and that's why I'm highlighting it for you guys. You guys need to go over here and see that at F Stoppers and take a good look at this article. Read it through nice and slow, because I'm just skipping through the points here, more or less. And one thing that someone had mentioned to me, was the environmental impact. So again, I didn't even realize what they were telling me. I was on Reddit. There's an artist on Reddit that was making some really good thing out there, giving away free art for games, game asset art. So spaceships and weapons and medieval time type of artwork and graphics for games. This is for game developers. And hey, somebody's out there actually creating free stuff, for us guys who we develop games. I was interested for Spaceparium, my big game project. And I had mentioned to the guy, because I might as well say it here. If there's any artists out there, you might as well take advantage of what I'm going to say now. Spaceparium is looking for artists who want to or are able to build massive ships for our games, our Spaceparium game in particular. I have a design concept already. You're not going to have to break your brain in designing these ships, because they have a set. Before I say set, no, they have a certain form, which all I will tell you is I will tell you what it is, and you're going to fashion the ship, with that. So it's not something that you have to dream up a ship design. I have the designs already decided. Simply, but I need the artist who's going to make it look like a really big like Battlestar Galactica or Star Wars ship. We're not copying. You're not going to be able to copy those ships, because the forms that I'm giving you are very distinct. Okay, so you're going to end up with a very distinct ship. But I'm talking about producing the artwork in the computer or gaming format, so that it can go into a video game. So you guys who know gaming, who've done artwork for games, that's the type of artwork I need. I need the artwork that will be used in the game itself. So in a video game, so I need that. I also need something to be used on videos. So I need both. I need the game artwork and an artwork that would be used in the video. Should be 3D, and I can put the backgrounds on that. I just need the ships that can be maneuvered, and we can create whatever we need, filmmaking and whatnot, with a transparent background and having the ship. We can manipulate its direction and stuff, and add gunshots and stuff like that, firing and whatnot. So if you're an artist or know someone where a Spaceparium is beginning its extension phase, we need to start creating some of the ships. And I will be offering the artist who works with us, I'm going to give you, because it's a game and because we're going to have a community of players, I can offer you an NFT exclusive for you, and we're going to tie it into the game, so that it's not only used on the game, it's a video game and in our video productions, right? But as the NFT, the game players would want to, I have a system where it can become very profitable for you to be the owner, again, of that NFT. You can stay as the owner, and or you can offer it for sale, because it would be a great benefit, a bonus for the game, the crew members of the ship that you have created, to one of them at least to have that NFT of the ship. That becomes a game asset that provides a lot of power, ranking, etc., in the game, to bring it into game terminology. So it's a way for you to get compensated very nicely by holding on to that NFT as your compensation. As long as you hold it, there is payment accruing to your holding of the NFT, or whoever holds the NFT. and then you can offer it to sell. It doesn't have to be sold to a community member, a player. Just a simple, it's another NFT that produces income, and it can be offered in the open market. We urge the players to buy it, to either buy it singly or to group together and to buy it as a group, because it benefits all of them to have it. Okay, so if you are a talented artist, you've done artwork for video games before of the magnitude that I'm talking about, realism, and we're talking about film here as well, this is what we're offering to you. A chance to have your own NFT. Your artwork will be used in the game. You will generate income from it, and it can be sold in the open market. So contact us whichever way, even by going to the URL you'll see here in whenever we get to it in this video, and put in your email, and I'll send you an email back asking you about our game and whatnot, a decision for you to make. And all you have to do is just tell me what you're talking about. You heard my offer on the video about the artist. Here's a link to my work already, so I can see that you know what to do. You're doing something that would be capable of what we're doing, and then we can talk and get something going. Okay, so that's all you have to do. Okay, so anyway, getting back to the this artist on Reddit, he commented back. He says he's interested in doing doing some big ships. So he put it on his list so that he can make a pack of gigantic, big, massive ships, back capital ships, etc., etc. But I further commented on him, said, but would you be interested in a special arrangement for exclusive designs for us in return for NFT? Are you interested in NFT? First of all, I said, are you interested in NFTs at all? And the response was, I'm not really into NFTs due to the environmental issues. So I'm trying to figure out did he understand what I was saying, what an NFT was? And someone else asked also, what's that NT? He said NTF. What is that? So I answered that fellow. I said what the NFTs were. And then I looked quickly, and this is what I was reading this article, not because it caught my attention, but it did answer the perplexing comment that these other artists had mentioned. So, this is an environmental impact. Maybe that's what this guy was referring to. So it actually helped me be able to understand why that artist was saying what he said. Basically, with Ethereum, again, it's not just the gas fees that Ethereum is causing harm with, but that it is all the the power that blockchains are amassing in order to produce a single Bitcoin and a single Ethereum. So, but this is happening, largely due to these large blockchains like Bitcoin and Ethereum. So that now it made sense to me what he was talking about. It does mention it here, but again, our NFTs are not based on Ethereum at all, and of course not Bitcoin. Bitcoin doesn't have the other layer, at least not yet. The other layer, not yet. These are other. It looks like some other NFTs, and you see. Let me just make sure. Okay, so it's just giving these. I presume these are the prices, and so we have in Doge we trust here. You see that? See $6,600 for that one. There's another one here for 707. I don't know if these were sold or this is the price they're trying to get. It doesn't. If you don't know what you, yeah. Here's another for 770. Another one for $600. Again, this is just a picture. $2,500, just a picture. And this, I'm saying it's just a picture. It looks like it has some type of camera there. It could be a video, but it just doesn't look like it would be. But in any case, what difference does it make? Why are you going to spend, even the caption here, if you don't know what you're buying, don't spend $6,600 on it. You know, why would you spend $6,600 on this? And again, I don't know if it was sold for that amount, but can you imagine someone bought this and then there's another one here for $600, the same thing, more or less? So again, this is the issue that this author here is talking about. On the surface, the NFT marketplace is made to look like everyone is making money. And while crypto might be rewriting the rules of economics, there is one dictum it cannot escape. For someone to make money, another has to lose money, otherwise known as invest their money. All right, so NFTs do not magically generate wealth from nowhere, and that is always true. But and that is particularly true with all NFTs until mine. Okay, they do generate income from somewhere, but none of them make any money at all. NFTs do not make any money for their owners. Mine do. That's the other innovation that we have with our games. Ours make money for the owner and the player. Okay? So that is the big difference here about our NFTs. Okay? Again, if they're taking it from those buying into the idea that everyone who's getting in early is making a killing, as David Gerard, author of The Attack of the 50-Foot Blockchain, explains, NFTs are entirely for the benefit of the crypto grifters. Now, I've made these guys all look bad. It's not their fault. Up to now, that was probably mostly true, except for the photographers and the real artists out there that actually have decent artwork, that they're promoting. Outside of that camp, everyone else is most probably an adventurer looking to get rich quick, and is a gambler. So that again. NFTs then in general, he's saying that in general terms. Now, NFTs though, this is the danger, because they're talking bad about NFTs. But the fact is, folks, that NFTs are very, very special. Of course, there are a lot of these guys who think they're going to make a quick buck, and there's people here that are throwing money into things that are just pictures that don't mean anything, right? That is true. But NFT it opens up what blockchain should have been from its beginnings. It's another layer, and when you think about the blockchain, what it is, you think about the neural network, because it looks like a brain, right? The neurons connected, and this is how your brain fashions thinking and formulates ideas and whatnot. All the interconnections of neurons, all right? But the NFT, if Bitcoin, if the blockchain was a neural network, NFTs are another layer, another set of interlocking, interconnected neurons which means what in brain science? It means it's smarter. What I'm trying to say that NFTs are the beginning of what will become, I believe very wholeheartedly and working towards that end, with Spaceparium, another game, but a game that focuses on a artificial intelligence. We are actually doing work in artificial intelligence with that game and beyond. This is the early creation of an artificial intelligence on the blockchain. The NFT, that's why you guys have to understand, this is not about art. This is more than just music, more than video. This is the beginning of an artificial intelligence that is going to change the world and our futures. We're at the very prehistoric age right now. We're actually in prehistoric times in terms of the blockchain becoming an artificial intelligence. Okay? But I believe, and I'm working towards it. It's not that I just believe it. It's just what? What is that? It's just a belief? I'm working on it. I'm actually doing something to create an artificial intelligence using blockchain, and NFT is the way to that. So NFTs are more than just a pretty picture, right? Especially one that costs $69 million. I think like most things, and the blockchain in general, people looking at it as a money thing, but they're not looking at the technology and the things that will be developed using the technology. That's what I look at. I don't look at the money. The money's good, it's fun. But I'm looking at the technology. I'm looking at the future. That's why, let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you a big, big, big secret here. I've been looking. I have been dealing with this situation for a very long time. The situation is this, that all through my years, I have had fantastic ideas, great ideas, and it seemed all through my life that I've come in too late. I don't know if anyone else out there has been through it. You have to. A lot of you have had to go through what I have. I'm not unique in that sense. And a lot of you do it still because there's people still with careers. A lot of you guys are still thinking about, should I do a new career in digital marketing? I said, you guys, right now you should be just looking at artificial intelligence. Forget digital marketing. But in any case, again, see, because I learned, if there's anything I learned in all my years, is that you have to stop reacting to the trends, and you need to start going ahead. You need to be ahead of the game. Okay? And right now, the head of the line is at AI, artificial intelligence. That is the future. Okay? So any career change you're looking at, anything that you are thinking of making a career change and trying to have something that's advantageous for your resume, something that will put you ahead of the line, get you more money, and prepare you for like the future and get you stabilized and whatnot financially. You need to just stop trying to get on the bandwagon, and you need to get on ahead. Get on ahead Because every time in my life that I've tried to get on the bandwagon, that bandwagon left me. Okay, I couldn't get on it. I tried, but I really couldn't get a good seat. And if I got on it, I couldn't find a seat. You understand? You couldn't get a sure footing, a good position. And when the internet came out and whatnot, I was always the late comer to the party. I'm telling you, I did printing. And I only did that, for a year or two. I was already out. The game was up, man. The print shops were going out of business because there wasn't no more business. Everyone had computers. Then you got Staples. You go get their copies and books made or whatever. And we're here with the real ink and the real machines. And knowing English, you guys are silly out there. Bad English. Oh, the guy makes it for me for $20, and look at the poor English. He made a spelling mistake. But you guys don't care, do you? I do the right thing. Your spelling is correct. I fix your grammar. I make you an excellent marketing piece. But you rather pay $20 to this guy who doesn't know English. And you know what? The printing business went down the tubes, and I had to find something else to do. So again, it's like I said, the printing, there was a lot of money in printing before I got into it. And it's been a something like that more or less all the time, except for now. Because I learned through all these years, I learned now, you know what? And even now with the Bitcoin, because you got to learn your lessons. Here with the Bitcoin, you know that Bitcoin's been around for a couple of years. A lot of you guys have heard about it. Did you buy it at $100? Did you buy it at $2 or whatever? And most of you didn't. And I know a lot of you brought it at $6,000, and you're glad you did, right? You're glad you did, and good for you. Right? But can you imagine if you had just done it when it first started? The Bitcoin is you recognize that this is a new thing. This is going to go. This is a new thing, and it's a necessary thing. Because if you thought about it, well, you would have realized that, wait a minute, we're going into the future. We're heading day to day, and this thing is very futuristic. It's computery. It provides an alternative. There's enough nutcases in the U.S. and around the world that don't want to use regular dollar bills, or that can't make money regularly. They're going to go after this. And they're going to, pay more for it as time goes on. So let me get this while it's 1 penny, for goodness sakes. It's like a little common sense. There weren't 100 different coins to choose from. Now it's hard. Now you don't. If you're not looking at Bitcoin to invest in, you got thousands of other coins. You don't know which one to do. But back in the day, it was just Bitcoin, baby, and you didn't move on it because you were busy. Oh, that's a scam. That's a pyramid. All that negative nonsense that freezes you from making a good decision when there's a time to make one. But anyway, just like that, just like many of you missed Bitcoin when it was $1, okay, this is what I learned in life. I learned that, listen, look towards the future, okay, and reach out for it as hard and as far as you can muster, and just do it. Get it. And that's what I learned. If anything I learned in all my life in terms of business and in terms of technology and making wise choices with career and it's to go forward. Go and look forward. Stop with the bandwagon type of thing, the mentality of follow everyone else. Everyone's doing digital marketing. What are you going to do? What are you going to do now? Social media marketing. Everybody's doing that. What, you think you're going to make money at that? What, you got 10 million people doing it? get into the AI, artificial intelligence. Now, AI may be too far for you and too scientific for you to grasp, but it's not too far for you to hear what I'm talking about with the NFT that I'm making. I'm not talking about what they've done and the damage they're doing to the space, but I'm talking about what I'm doing and the outlook for developing AI through what I'm doing and through further research and work product that we'll be doing, in the years ahead, and whatever years I got left. And the organization that I have will continue from there, because this is part of their patrimony that I'm going to leave them to continue forward in this. So again, like I said, this layer on the blockchain is the beginning blocks, literally, of a fabulous dimension or development in artificial intelligence. And I tell you right now, I have a course. I'm telling you this not just as a dream for you or something for you to think about, but it's actually something you can do something about. At the URL that I'm going to share with you in a few moments, I'll probably just do it now because some of you may have other things to do. I said, come on, please, I'm holding. I have to urinate. I haven't gone to the bathroom holding for the urinal. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm punishing you, aren't I? So let me just get that here so that you can see it. And, go there and take a look at it. So what I'm going to show you is the URL. Let me just get in there. What is this? It's the URL. Just give me a second here to get that, dig that out for you. Oh yeah, it's in the spy. Here you go. It's the URL so that you can go and look at. You're going to look at the same thing, because there's nothing for you to read there. There's no secret information or additional information that you're going to find there. But what you will see differently than what you're going to see now on screen is that you're going to have an email capture thing. It's going to be right below the world's first NFT that is also a game. And right in this area here, if you see my cursor, will be the email. It will ask you to put in your email. And you put in your best email, the email you're going to read the instant I send you my email to you. I'm not going to use the email to bombard you, any spamming, anything. This is just simple. Email is just for you to answer one question. I'm not using the email for anything else. And that question is, do you want one of these games for yourself? Or do you want to take the course in how to make these types of NFTs? Okay, so you have two options. You can buy a game NFT for yourself. We will create one for you. Okay, or you can take the class, and instead of me creating one for you, you will create it with my instruction for yourself. It will be the same quality. You will not lose out on anything, and also it will be under this title. So you will not lose any value in the possible sales that you can make, auction and value for the first NFT, because the value here is the fact that this is the first NFT that is a game. Okay, so that you have inherent value already with that. So you're not going to lose that benefit. You're going to be one of the first games within this family or series of Me Spy IRL. There's a whole lot of things here. Some of you who are a little more into programming may recognize something in here. It's a little detail within the game itself that you'll be surprised, probably happy to have to see it, and to but I won't talk about that now. It doesn't make any sense for most people. Okay, but some people will immediately notice something about this title that will tell you a part of something that's in the game. Not the game is not based on it, but if you figured it out already, it's not something that the game is based on, but it is in the game somehow in a certain way, and you'll like it, you'll enjoy it. I think that's also newsworthy, but not for this program today. So and taking the course will give you, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you how to make one of these for yourself, and you will own that. That will be yours. You will, just like if you had ordered it for me, it's included in the course fee, one of your own versions. After you make that version, after I've taught you all you need to know to make that version, the next step in the class is actually to create a different game altogether using the stuff that I told you. And again, I will be there step by step, helping you, giving you ideas, helping you develop, etc., etc. And whatever I have to host with you and for you, that also will be done. And you will produce your own title as the secondary and final really part of the course officially. So when you take this course, you'll be producing two games, one under my umbrella totally, and the second one your own creation, your own concept, using the instruction that I provided you and guided you with, and I will still be there helping you every step of the way. So you will have two NFTs under your belt, and you will be able to make many more. Now, you need to realize something, that when I teach you how to make this game, this NFT game, games aren't the only thing you're going to know how to do. You're going to be able to create some new stuff. Stuff that doesn't exist right now. You'll be able to make it with this teaching. It matters simply what you can come up with, okay? And I'll show you how to do it. And if you have an idea already, and this is what I want to talk about now, so I'm going to go into the full screen. Make sure you take note of this URL, mycbh.com/LP/MeSpy-NFT. So that's the URL. But what I'm going to talk to you about now is something really fantastic. Now going with this concept of being able to create your own game or your own other thing, whatever that is. I'm going to talk about those photographers that are being criticized, the artists who are being called, or being said that they are trying to get rich quick and stuff like that, which I found offensive. Here it is that I am doing something, notice that I'm doing something that actually is purposed to foster the creation of a blockchain artificial intelligence. You see, for someone to be saying, you guys are trying to get rich quick and all that, it's, you're sullying our developmental initiatives and our sincere work in actually developing what we deem as a very viable opening towards a creation or development of an artificial intelligence. That's basically what we're working on. I've been talking about artificial intelligence, part of the Spaceparium. You see, people, say, what are you doing with these games? Because the games, listen, the games are a catalyst for research and development, as far as I'm concerned. That's the reason I do them. And if you've seen my programs for a while, other than the Bible stuff I do on Saturdays and Sundays, you'll realize that this guy doesn't play games. He's not a game player. He's not a gamer. I do the World of Warships, when I'm in a gaming mood, which is like once a year or twice a year or whatever it is. But other than that, I'm not into games. Whenever you see me playing a game, I'm trying to sell you something, right? If you see, I've done the house flipper game because I'm in real estate. I do real estate workshops. So, I'm playing the flipper game, but it's just to talk about my flipping business, right? So, again, that's the reality. And if you've seen my videos and my channel for long, you would realize, that. Okay, so, but again, why are you into the Spaceparium bits? Why are you doing this game? Because Spaceparium is more than a game for me. It's always been. And honestly, it's more than a business for me. It's totally more than a business. The Spaceparium represents academic and research, technical research, which is really what I want to do with it. What I want to do. People can play the game, but what I'm looking to do is development. Okay, so that I don't want to bring in Spaceparium now because I'm not doing a video on Spaceparium. That's for tomorrow. Tomorrow will be after Sabbath classes. We'll be doing Spaceparium. So look for our channel, and if you're on YouTube, it's not this channel. This is for crypto only. Look for Play Paybacks and subscribe to that on YouTube. Otherwise, look for Play Paybacks on Twitch. We're Play Paybacks on Twitch, and all of our programs show up on Twitch. All right, but I really would appreciate that you subscribe to Play Paybacks on YouTube. Okay, that's another channel that's not popular, it's not known, but that's where we will be broadcasting our Spaceparium stuff. All right, so, but the point is that it's the reality of the fact is that I'm developing real things. Real thing. And even that, a little bit of that is in Me Spy here. A little bit of that, because the players will be also developing little things too. I put in a lot of the realities of my game development into this game as well, into Me Spy. And so players are going to find a very fascinating game here. It's going to be engaging. You guys are going to, and the in real life is the tickler here. So there's a fascinating gameplay that you're going to have here. Nothing that you've ever experienced before. Okay, but in any case, the thing is this. When you learn, talking about the course now, when I'm teaching you, it's going to be the catalyst of the development of AI. Listen, you are going to be able to put on your resume the facts that I just stated, that your work is the initial development of artificial intelligence. But the thing is this, that you'll be able to say that in fields that yet today are still not even with it. Again, what I tell you is to reach toward the future. Give yourself the advantage. When you take this course, you will have the advantage in any field, because everything is going to be impacted by artificial intelligence in the future. Any wise, smart, sharp business entrepreneur, rich businessman understands that artificial intelligence is the future. and if he sees your resume, or you put your resume online, or you reach out for a job or a position, or you're talking to a businessman, you have a connection, whatever it is, and he knows, he hears from you that you actually have started and participated in projects that are the initial blocks of the development of artificial intelligence, and that you can create for that business, for that entrepreneur, some participation, some marketing strategy that incorporates early application of artificial intelligence in the form of NFTs, you have a fabulous job opportunity and a big fat check. Can you imagine the one I can get, right? I already said in my previous video, I want the penthouse office and the 2 secretaries in bikinis. Okay, I already said that. All right, I'm open to that also. Any entrepreneur out there, any rich entrepreneur, business person who wants to get in on this in a big way, and you want me, the grand poobah, but you know what it's going to cost you. And I don't want it rented. That goes into my trust, a land trust, penthouse with the pool, on the penthouse. I don't want anybody, any problems here. Miami Beach, whatever it is. And the 2 secretaries, very skilled, listen, they're just, what do you call it, eye candy. Okay, I'm being funny when I talk about the bikinis, but hey, listen, I could take a day off. But really, some hard-working secretaries there to get work done and do some stuff for the boss. And so I'm available for it. But you guys can take this course and practically do the same any place in the world, any rich Saudi or from Dubai, any of the rich Russian oligarch over there, wherever, any person. You got these people have money. They're paying $69 million for a picture that doesn't do anything. It doesn't even lay a fart. At least the guy sold a fart for $85. Okay, but this, what you can do with this is incredible. Okay, and all it needs for you is to make a decision and to look forward, to shoot ahead, and to keep ahead and stay ahead. So here it is. I'm offering you this course. I'm not just offering you a chance to have your own game NFT, which you can do, but I'm also giving you the option of taking the course and adding the future to your resume and to your job opportunities. That is what you have here. Now, to answer a few quick questions about that, what do you need to know? What programming language you need to know and all that? Nada. Okay. What I'm going to show you and teach you, I'm going to teach you very carefully, very slowly. We're going to go slow. But you don't need to know anything right now. All you need to do is make a decision to do it. Okay? And what you're going to learn, this is basic. Okay? So you don't have to worry about codes and all these things. You're going to learn the code. I'm going to show you why we use this, why you need that, and how to put everything together. And you're going to do it once, and you're going to make a Me Spy game. And then you're going to do it again with a game of your own creation. Remember, you're going to create something yourself. I'm going to help you through all the steps. By that time, you finished with the basic stuff, and you can do it over and over again at will. But more importantly, because games aren't everything, and the real big deal about what I'm going to teach you is that you can do anything with it. There's a lot of things you can do. Some of you might know a little bit about DeFi, for example. You can actually create a special type of NFT that would be classed as a DeFi solution. You will be able to do that with what I'm teaching you here. And many other applications. I mean, what I'm teaching you is a further advancement, actually. You believe it? A further advancement of any type of NFT they got out there now that they're getting $69 million for. You'll be doing with different banking. You can work in the bank. You can create stuff for banking, for finance, real estate. And I'm a real estate guru. If you got an idea in real estate, I'm the guy to talk to. You can do it with this. Now, the question everyone has in their mind, well, why don't you do it? It's because I'm doing Spaceparium. For goodness sakes, how much can I do? And the honest truth is that this MeSpy is part of my development of Spaceparium. So I am focused on Spaceparium. The Spaceparium project is an immense project. It's an immense project. MeSpy and this effort, not just the MeSpy, but definitely MeSpy, and the rest of the effort, the reason why I'm teaching you is because we need the development. We need people to learn this so that later on, Spaceparium has an army of folks that know what to do and what we need. That's why I'm doing it. This is part of Spaceparium, to tell you all the truth, honest truth. All of y'all are being involved in an early Spaceparium project. That's what this is. Like I said, the artificial intelligence of Spaceparium is beginning with these things. Because I'm working on the project. And it's not just a game. It's not just a game. So you have an opportunity here to get involved in the very early processes of the development, future development of an artificial intelligence based on the blockchain. You're at the same, I'm putting you and bringing you into the future at the same level, if not a little bit more advanced, than these scientists and techies. Because if there's a scientist listening to me and a techie out there, you're saying to me, "Oh crap, this guy is pushing ahead, and we're still playing with sticks." That's right. I'm pushing ahead. That's the reality of this opportunity that you have now today, and that you're doing. I know it's a lot to grasp, but that's the reality of it. That's what you have the opportunity today to do. Take the course. The cost of it is commensurate with, hey, listen, it is a course. You're making NFTs that should get you more than $69 million. I mean, come on. If they're getting that $69 million for just a picture, my NFTs, these that you'll be learning how to create, this should get you more than that. I'm not saying you will get it or that you should get it. You should get it if they're willing to pay $69 million for a picture, then you should get it, for goodness sakes, of course. But even if you get, a few $100,000, right? Come on now. And the truth is that if you hold on to and develop your NFT game, this is me spy. Remember, you're getting two, but the first one you make and you hold it on for yourself and develop it the way the gameplay is and the way I'm going to show you how it needs to be developed, you'll be making six figures just by holding the game. So, do you still need a job now? All right, so listen, it's a no-brainer, guys. This is a no-brainer. So do it for yourself. Here it is one more time, and then I'm going to go back to finish off with the article. And here's on the screen again, because I know some of you they're too slow. Bitcoin moved on. Now it's 58,000, and you could have gotten it at 5,000, but you didn't listen. Here goes the URL again. Write it down. Simply write it down. mycbh.com LP me spy, one word, dash NFT. And that's what you have to write down and visit, and just put your email in and wait for my email maybe a day later or so. I'm not sitting on it. This ain't no way to get your email to start sending you hundreds of different offers from this and that. This is nothing like that. I don't have time for that silliness. It's just straightforward as asking you the question whenever I get to your email. You want the game, or you want to create your own game, learn how to do it, and learn how to do these things and create new things for the NFT space, and be part of the beginning of a neural network on the blockchain, another layer that becomes an artificial intelligence. And put that on your resume. You can do that. Okay? So that is what you have the opportunity of doing today. So let me go to finish off with this article. I think I wanted to show you, especially the comments that some people made here. Let's see here. Again, a lot of the final things that he talks about here is Ethereum. So basically, the body of complaint about NFTs is because of the Ethereum ambiance and environment, that Ethereum and its marketplace, its age, is partly due because of its age, because it was like the first blockchain where you could create an NFT on. That's a lot of the blame, if you will, goes to Ethereum and its age and its and therefore the marketplace that it has created. But that, again, should not be a reason to criticize and to just eliminate all of the NFT markets. Okay, and for you as a person who is considering NFTs as an investment, or here as a career choice, as something to learn about, you shouldn't limit your consideration to things you read, particularly now or here, about NFTs that are centered on Ethereum, because that it has become a problem. I don't develop, as I said before, on it because of the gas fees. I think they're astronomical, and minting an NFT is ridiculous. I mean, it's just stupid. There's other blockchains where it's dirt cheap. And like I said, I've been able to develop something that no one else with the Ethereum has been able to do. Simple. So why pay $70 and $100 for dumb? Make a picture of dumb and sell it. Just dumb. That's it. It's just dumb. Again, because people follow the masses. Oh, everybody's doing it. Everyone's going there. everybody is making an NFT there. So you keep following the bandwagon, like I said, instead of innovation, instead of pioneering. It wasn't done in mass. It was done by individuals who thought for themselves. All right. So let's look at some of this. Andy Day. It's funny because he talks about photography. So he's criticizing his own people, because it looks like here in his bio that he is a British photographer. Yeah, right? So he's criticizing his fellow professional photographers. You see that? Which I think he really shouldn't have done. But listen, he made his article get on my program here. Not that I'm someone gigantic audiences or whatnot, but it did draw my eye, and I'm sure it drew a lot of people who's watching this or will watch it. So hey, listen, maybe he was right on the mark, bringing these facts out. He lives in France. He's a writer as well, and you can see more about him here. He's addicted to climbing and owns a fairly useless dog like everyone else. And he has an MA in sociology and photography, which makes him ponder what all this really means, right? So again, he's not a slouch. He's not somebody. He's a professional photographer, professional writer, as you can see. So I credit him with putting a title that it has shock value and makes somebody come and read it, because it made me come and read it, made me do a video about it. So it's effective. He's effective. We can say that. And he brings out good points here, and he's giving us an opportunity to at least analyze it, criticize it. So that's a good thing. So we give him the credit on that. I wanted to look at some of the comments here. And so, because I think they're just as valuable information, especially about the grifting part. So I'm going to read this here a little bit. It says, NFTs here are entirely for the benefit of the crypto grifter. This is a copy and paste of a line that Andy uses and he's the author of this comment. So he says the NFT grift works like this. Number one, you tell the artist there's a gusher of free money. See? They need to buy into, number two, they need to buy into crypto to get the gusher of free money. Let me see if I can blow this up for you guys. Okay, let me get this back out in here. Yeah. So you tell the artist there's a gusher of free money. Let me get this out of the way. Of free money to buy into crypto to get that money. Number three, they become crypto advocates and make excuses for proof of work and so on. So in other words, they self-rationalize, trying to sell their artwork through as an NFT to get rich quick. And number four, a few artists really are making life-changing money from this. That's what they hear. That's what and you see they're actually selling for $69 million, right? And then number five, you probably won't be one of them. Okay. So, and this may be a quote from someone else, as David Gerard has mentioned. So that's probably a list from David Gerard, in fact. And he provides certain other links, people saying this or that. Let's see that in the end, the rich will almost always be richer than 99.9% of artists, right? So in the end, the rich, the ones who are paying XYZ for whatever, and it allows you to purchase art at inflated prices. And we see this with physical art as well, Mona Lisa. And why would it be different with digital art, he asks. And the article, he said, well, digital art is nothing. It doesn't really exist. It's just, what makes it unique. So beauty is in the eye of the beholder, so let's the market decide. So this guy's defending the NFT market for art, okay? I don't defend the market for art. I think it's way overpriced. I think it's ridiculous. But if they're going to pay $69 million, is my opinion, for a picture that doesn't do anything, doesn't fart, right? It doesn't make any noise, it doesn't do anything, then how much would a game that produces income, as long as you hold on to and develop it, it produces income, more and more income, and for the owner, and for the players themselves who play the game, and they themselves develop their own NFT player, because their access to the game is another NFT, which they can also auction off with their ranking and their status, right, and their accomplishments. Everything goes with their NFT, and that all translates into income. So the $69 million NFT cannot do that. Does not even, it's nothing, it's dead. So how much would, if that went for $69 million, then how much do you think the game should go for? I mean, you tell me. It's a unique thing, and you make money from it. And like I said, and on top of that, on top of the money being made from the game and in terms of the gameplay and whatnot, inside the ownership package for the NFT, there's a thing that they develop that creates a six-figure income. A secondary source of income that can be developed into a six-figure income. And that is always coming in. Come on now. This picture for $69 million don't do nothing, doesn't do squat. So again, if I just asked the question, if someone can pay $69 million, even let's take another example of a $900,000 one. I forget who did that, some other person, an artist. I think LeBron James, or some other basketball player sold one for like $200,000. But come on, it's just a picture or a video of them making a shot, and that's $200,000. Come on, please. This is a game, exclusive. It makes money. It makes $100,000 minimum for the NFT owner per year. If they develop it to that level, it can make $100,000 minimum and more. Come on now, you only have to hold it for 2 years compared to LeBron James' auction sale. And you've already made your $200,000 that he made, and then you hold it for another year, and you already beat LeBron James for his NFT. You made more money than he did. Simple, and he's a star. See, come on. All right. So. So again, a lot of people saying the human stupidity is infinite. I agree to all of that, what you said. Here's a quick question. As a fractal artist, I plan only to sell my real art as NFT. Is it possible for me to do so with profit without any investment? So again, he's talking to a guy who's only talking about Ethereum NFTs here. So again, he's going to get like the common answer. He really should be asking me, because I don't deal with Ethereum for NFT creation. See, I'm not. He has to. If he read the article, you have to spend $70 to $100 just to get it minted. Now, this is true what Garrett says here. OpenSea has lazy minting. Now, lazy minting means that OpenSea has its own bank, let's say. So you don't actually mint it on, away or outside of OpenSea. As long as you keep it on OpenSea, it's in their wallet. So you save on that minting fee. So it doesn't actually exist outside of the OpenSea environment, right? But there's a lot of users on OpenSea where the purchases actually occur. So that's the caveat with that. So it mints on the fly as items are bought. So something Andy failed to research. So there's something that wasn't mentioned. All that does is eliminate the big fees on Ethereum. But then the article writer would say, well, they're the ones grifting. OpenSea charges a fee. They're keeping the fee for themselves. Even though it's a low fee, they're still profiting from that loophole and the euphoria and FOMO of this whole environment. Now, so what makes my game different? Because this is not FOMO. It's not a euphoria of the NFT market. This is actually something unique and new. I'm not telling you or selling you a picture that does nothing. What we're talking about here is a game. Something that's real, something that also you can create income with. None of these other NFTs can do that for you. So this ain't no FOMO. This is the real thing. This is real, unique, collectible, which has functionality and saleability in terms of producing income through player game sales. None of the other NFTs have that. So that's the big difference here. It appears you may not know what NFT blockchain actually is. This is one of the things I was talking about. I personally agree with this art craze using NFT blockchain technology is ridiculous and illogical. Speculative mania, which obviously, 69 million for a picture. Yes, you can't argue with that. But to say NFTs are a pyramid scheme is a misleading blanket statement. But it got people to read the article. That's what they have to get with it. He's a writer also, right? So he brought attention to his article, to his comment, and for good purpose also. It's a good purpose. You're talking about a niche within a bigger technological development, which is my point also. NFT blockchain is real and serves an actual purpose. There are many real world uses that this can be applied to, and they're not even talking about what we're talking about, the future advancement in artificial intelligence, which is what we are working on. So you picked one use case and now claim, well, that one use case is most of the market, right? So that's the thing. And you all don't know about my game either, so you don't know about that. So this is new. All of NFT tech is a pyramid scheme, to claim it, which leads me to believe you don't know what the tech is actually about. It goes way further than what you are seeing here, okay? So this is a hype train of a niche. So again, that is absolutely correct. As we pointed out, there's more to the blockchain that is not being talked about much, because it's all obfuscated with this coins and money and speculation. But the blockchain and now its layers are the building blocks for future artificial intelligence, as I said. Crypto has yet to prove it is anything other than a speculative vehicle, except that we've proven here. I don't know if you agree that it's proven, but I am talking about the concept that the layering of blockchain technology can be a catalyst for the development of artificial intelligence, or a super artificial intelligence. And I don't think anyone can really deny that. I've been talking about this for years in terms of blockchain and Bitcoin, that the real future of cryptocurrency is not money. The real value in cryptocurrency is in technology. And I've been saying that for years now. And I'm still holding. NFT is that technological advancement. Because the coins are the coins. I mean, everyone's lost in a world of speculative coin investment, right? But the NFT space, that's where the development's going to be. Smart contracts, NFT space, that's where it is. It's not in the art. Okay? It's in the development of this space. So that's where you can't lose sight of that. You cannot look and turn the NFT space into a doubling of the cryptocurrency space. Because that's not what it should be. So yeah, I think people need to wake up and smell the coffee. You can't take away the speculative nature of people with the artwork with like a natural tie-in to speculative art now, so people's thinking about crypto and anything crypto is speculation. But I think that I'm one of the pioneers now. I can call myself a pioneer, and there are others who have talked about the serious nature, the technological nature of crypto and of the blockchain, and we need to really, people need to solidify their understanding that crypto and particularly the blockchain and the NFT advancements in it is everything about technology. It's not about money. Yes, there's money to be made, even in the technology, of course. But it is more about the benefit. The advancements are more technological than money-wise. Of course, we stand to make a lot of money if you are in this field, if you have something, a part in the developing technology. And that's what taking my course will bring you into that possibility in that realm. Okay, so there's more comments you can read here. Very good stuff here. I'm trying to look at one of these comments is the one that I'll finish with, and that is the one that talks about who the other buyer was, who the buyer of the $69 million NFT that was actually a friend or partner. I think they made it, they said it here, of the artist. So let me see if I can find that for you, and if I can't, which it looks like I didn't, I may have passed it, then we'll just leave it there with that. Just know that it's here. It's one of the comments here, but again, now that we're broadcasting live, I don't want to spend more time than necessary. You guys believe that I saw what I saw. So if I don't see it now, as I scroll back up, then we'll just call it a day. You guys can look at it, look for it on your own time, just going there to fstoppers.com and looking. It should be on the home page. It's on the bottom, and you'll see it there as there's a cat picture in there, and that's what it'll be. And you can look for the comment, because the comment is here someplace. It's just right now, I guess, on screen, I'm unable to locate it now any longer. Okay, so you guys take a look at it. The comment, I couldn't find it again here. I probably scrolling and past, and maybe some of you may have saw it. It's there, you don't see it, you're passing it. But in any case, the comment said that the person who brought the $69 Beeple art NFT was actually a partner of his, and that they're splitting it, half and half, whatever. Who knows what else they split with the 69 there? I'm not inferring anything. It's just interesting that correlation. But still, it's money that there's other examples of $1 million NFTs and $100,000, $900,000, $600,000, etc. NFTs out there. More. Listen, even if you got $200,000 or $100,000 for an NFT, that would be good, right? A lot of you would be happy with that. So it's like what I say. If someone can buy, regardless, someone already brought an NFT for $69 million. And at this point, the marketplace is ready for this game to come out there and get some interesting offers. That's all I'm going to say. And it should get some interesting offers. So you have the opportunity to actually have an NFT that it's not that you're without FOMO, that you're missing out, And because again, I'm not asking for a lot of money. See, I'm not abusing you. I'm giving you something for a very low fee. If you want to get a game for yourself, it's very low, very low. You'll be shocked. In light of the fact that someone got $69 million for an NFT that does nothing, it's just a picture, you'll be shocked at the low entry fee for getting an NFT that's actually the first game that is an NFT. You'll be shocked. Very shocked. But again, why am I doing it? Because my motives are promotional and developmental for my other game, Space Parium. So that's the real reason behind the offer. And the course is priced, I would say it's like a third of a community college course, how much they would charge you for a community college course. I'm charging you a third of that. There's no course that you can take in any community college, or any college for that matter, but let's just use the community college, that will give you so much advantage and career-wise or business-wise than what I'm giving to you at a third of the cost. So, and that's the opportunity you have today by going to the URL that I'll show you it again, and when you get my email in return, after you put your email in, again, it'll take me a day or so to respond to you, because again, I'm not here, waiting for you guys to finally decide to buy Bitcoin. So I'll respond to you eventually, and I'm just going to ask you want the game or you want to take the course? And I really urge you guys to take the course. It's not because it's more money than getting the game. I win. I win either way. If you get the game, that's what I want. I actually want you to get the game. In the course, you're making the game. I'm using the game to, instead of me creating the game, I'm having you create it, and that way you're learning it. So that's the course. And you're doing another one. I'm going to help you with another one. So that's the course in a nutshell. In either way, if you realize it or not, you're still having a game. I'm trying to get all of these games out there because the games themselves will be a catalyst and form a base for my big game, which is the Spaceparium project. So that is really why this is part and parcel of my great project. So yeah, I am doing it for myself in actuality. There is a great reason for me to do this, and so that's why, so that you guys understand. It's not that it's not an issue of why don't you do this for yourself. I am doing it for myself. I'm doing it for Spaceparium. So Spaceparium is the project, the big project that is being worked on. So that is the truth behind it all. And so I urge you to take the course and, hey, listen, grab hold onto the future. Put your career and your future in the future. Stop trying to get on a bandwagon. Get ahead of the game and stay ahead of the game. So that's the opportunity that you have today. And NFTs are the way to go. Not to buy $69 million picture, but get this at an incredible low price and move with it. Take the course at an incredibly low price and live the future and open doors for your future by helping businesses and entrepreneurs, rich people who can afford a big fat paycheck and give you a penthouse next to mine, and with a pool and with 2 chicks there, secretaries. Make that your future. My wife would kill me if she was here every day. Make that your future. These are my secretaries, dear. We gotta have business. We're doing business here. I'll call you later. Okay, so that's that. Now, do it for yourself. All seriousness. Make a good choice for yourself here, and we'll be working with you in the future here. So, me.spy. Thank you for joining us, the creator of me.spy, the world's first NFT that is itself also a game. It's not a pretty picture for $69 million. It is a game. And come and join us to the future. We're on our ride. We're going forward, fast forward into the future. Join us. Make NFTs what they're supposed to be. Okay? The building blocks of our future. And you, if you take the course, you are going to be part of that future. For ourselves, for our Spaceparium project, for your future business partners, for your future employers, but also for the world. Join us, and I'm happy to be able to bring this to you at such a great opportunity and entry, low entry for you to join us. Okay? So do it today. Get going, put your email in, and be ready to move. Take care, and until next time.